Hello, I'm John, and I do the modern smokeless powder guns on this channel. And Dimwit, the last mountain man, he does the old black powder guns. And the gun I just showed you is actually the most modern gun that I have, and I had it since it was new. Got it in June of 1989, and it's a Winchester model 120 Ranger, and it's really nothing special about this gun except it's special to me. And I'll tell you a little bit about the gun, but I find the story about the gun probably more interesting. So the 120 Ranger is an economy version of the model 1300. It doesn't have walnut stock. It's got some looks like beech, I think, light colored hardwood, but at least it's got the shape of the forearm that a pump action shotgun should have. And it's got replaceable or exchangeable chokes and whatnot. So like I said, it's an economy version of the model 1300, and the 1300 is an updated version of the 1200. The 1200 could only take 2 3/4 inch shells, 12 gauge, and this can also handle the 3-inch shells. And it was in a design that was pretty much made to save money. It's got an aluminum receiver, and it's got some stamped parts and things like that, but it has a rotating bolt. It locks into the barrel itself, and it's probably the fastest pump action shotgun ever made, as far as I know. This is just a snap cap, and it works like they all do. Now you have to either pull the trigger to cycle the action or push this little button underneath here. And what I usually do when I shoot it to make sure I have a quick follow-up shot is when I shoot it, I pull back on the forearm. I have some tension to the rear on the forearm, and when I fire it, it kind of cycles by itself. So it's extremely fast. So nice shotgun. But the story behind this, it goes all the way back to 1982. 83, sorry. I left Norway and I went to live with a family in North Dakota on a farm. I stayed there for 2 years, and I graduated from high school there. And I made a lot of friends there, and so in 1986 I met my wife, and later on we got married, and we already had our son, who is 35 years old today. And this is kind of why I'm making this video, because I'm handing it down to him. So we decided to go to North Dakota to visit my old friends in North Dakota and the family there after we got married, and it was the summer of 1989. And so our son was with us. He was 7 months old, 8 months when we left back home again. and we took him everywhere, and so there were plane rides, and we couldn't afford to rent a car, so we had to take the Greyhound bus, and from Minneapolis to Bismarck, and they picked us up in Bismarck, and it's several hours from there down to the southwestern corner of North Dakota, outside of a town called Bowman, on a farm there. So, we really didn't have a lot of money, but my wife gave me this for my 22nd birthday, and it was a gun store in Dickinson, North Dakota, and a sporting goods store, and our son was right there with us in the gun store when we picked out this gun. So I think it's I got 2 more kids, but I think it's only fair that I give it to him since he was there when we bought it. And like you already seen, I've taken good care of it, but I've fired it quite a bit. And so now I'm hoping that he will enjoy it just as much as I have. And got a lot of memories with this gun and that trip. And towards the end of our stay, I got awful sick. I got chicken pox, pneumonia, and a sinus infection. And the doctor didn't want me to get on the airplane and head for Norway again. But it was the 4th of July weekend, and we couldn't get hold of insurance companies or nothing, and we couldn't afford to buy another ticket. So we just had to be sure, and so we left. And to this day, I can't remember most of the trip back home. And yeah, I remember we had we had to wait 11 hours from when we arrived in Minneapolis until the plane left for Norway. And our little son, he had developed quite a bit on the prairie in North Dakota, and he started crawling around, and I had to keep an eye on him pretty much all the time. On the way over there, you could just lay him on the seat and he'd stay there, but now, different story. So, so it was quite a journey, and well, it worked out in the end, and I really enjoyed this gun, and happy birthday, son. Now it's yours. Hope you enjoy it. And here's a picture of the 3 of us taken on that trip. And believe it or not, that's me, my wife, and our son. Almost 35 years ago. So thank you, wife, for this wonderful gift. And next time, I promise, Dimwit will be back with some antique black powder guns. See you.